The story you're about to see is true. The names have been changed to protect the innocent.
Welcome to Tales of West New York. I'm Joe Brown, and I'm here with
Mick Flo, what's up? How you doing, everybody?
as usually, we're here for the Police Blotter. The biggest news of the week right now, I would say, is also this Pokemon Go thing.
Yeah.
What do you think about this Pokemon Go?
I don't know. I guess I kind of have some mixed reactions on it. I think on one hand, it's a pretty neat idea. Get everybody involved and get them out of the house and walking around to play a game. It was the idea of the creators of the game, so that's pretty cool. But on the other side of it...
Is it a conspiracy, though? The Chinese wanting us skinny, they want to take over the market of fat people.
I don't think so. I doubt it.
Or is it a phone conspiracy thing where they want you to use data, the phone companies? Because you've got to use data while you're out there in the real world, unless you're hooked up to the Wi-Fi. So if you are playing this game, I would use Wi-Fi. The other thing that I've heard weird situations, a girl was playing and she found a dead body while finding Pokemon.
Yep.
So that was kind of weird. Another one, some kids found a gun. But the other thing is, if you're going to play this game, go out playing it with friends.
Yeah,
because
for
people
sure.
are using to rob people of their iPhones and their Android phones, so be careful out there.
Yeah, for sure. Especially, like you said, people getting robbed. They're getting told that there's a special spot where they can go to pick up some rare item, and they go there and they get mugged.
Yep.
I also heard about a woman who was in a police station who walked behind a counter where she wasn't supposed to be and got arrested because she was playing the game and not paying attention. So
yes, if you don't have to go to the police station, you can go on the outside and still click the Pokemon and it'll appear towards you.
Yeah, you can do that, and also pay attention. Somebody got into a car accident. Probably lots of people so far.
No. You shouldn't be playing this while you're driving a car.
Yeah, don't play it while you're driving.
Half America couldn't even drive.
Don't even play when you're on a bicycle, because that's a terrible idea. If you're on a bicycle and you're going hunting for Pokemon, stop your bicycle, stop your car, get out, walk somewhere, or stop whatever you're doing, and then focus on the game. Don't focus on the game and walk into things. That's a terrible, terrible life choice.
But I do recommend playing this game. It's quite fun. It's like geocaching, which is another fun game a lot of people have played.
Yeah.
I've caught a lot of cool Pokemon, and I will post pictures of those that I've caught. The other cool thing is my buddy Chris Elliott's playing, and he's liking the game, it seems. A lot of people are playing, and it's bringing a lot of people together. And it's coming at a good time when I feel that we have a lot of people divided, so it's bringing people together. I like stuff that brings people together, and it's no fighting.
Yeah. Yeah, he brings up a good point. It's it's bringing communities together. It's bringing kids together. They're hanging out. They're going outside. They're doing
going outside.
Which when we were kids, that was a few years ago. But when we were kids, okay, we got outside. We played basketball. We played football. We played baseball. We got outside. We ran around.
When the lights came on, to get your ass home.
Right. That's when you played the video games.
Just stayed home.
You didn't play video games during the day. When the sun was out, when the lights were out, you were running around outside. So get up, get active. I like it. I like the idea of it. So
now the other crazy story that happened this week, some woman was in all these parking lot on Sheridan, darted over the traffic in front of the Tonawanda police station, did a Dukes of Hazzard, jumped the curve, and hit 5 cars in a Firestone parking lot. Don't know if she was playing Pokemon, but hey, pay attention. The other thing is, I do believe old people should be tested for... I understand when I get old, hey, but I'd rather people be safe and sorry than somebody die. Like, you hear these people running into, like, buildings, driving into... I thought I was hitting the brake, but I hit the gas instead.
Yeah. That's a good point. He talks about people who hit stores. I mean, around here we have a place called Schwebel, so they make a really good fresh roast beef, carved roast beef. and some old person who wasn't paying any attention smashed right through the front of the glass. There's another bakery over on Maple Road by us that the lady drove through because she thought she hit the gas, or she thought she hit the brake, and she hit the gas because she hadn't taken her medication, and that's a big part of it. You got to be careful. You got to pay attention. Same with anything really, just life in general. Just watch what you're doing. Pay attention.
Yep. So we're going to do the police blotter from Monday, July the 4th to Sunday, July the 10th. And then I see another typo here where it says June the 10th again.
They're getting really good at this.
So you're going to talk to your friend that works at the beat. What the hell is going on here?
Yeah, but is this the Amherst bee or is this the...
It doesn't matter. They own all the bees.
Oh.
They're done the
all
same
right,
place.
well, I'll talk to her and tell her.
So the total calls were
wrong.
253 calls that week, which is pretty big.
Yeah,
So
that's a lot of calls.
The major weird thing that I've seen from this that I didn't, this is 4th of July week, so I've seen nothing with fireworks, which was quite amazing. No one
Yeah,
burnt
it's
down
pretty amazing.
houses or blew up their fingers,
Yeah,
which
I
is
know.
quite nice. So let's move on. Monday, July the 4th, an anonymous caller reported that 4 people who were kicked out of an apartment building earlier were just sitting in a car on Chapel Road, and he thinks it's suspicious. Maybe they had nowhere to go. Or maybe they were smoking up because they lost everything.
Yeah, could
This
be.
is Buffalo. When we
Yeah.
get depressed, we drink or smoke up.
Mhm.
A woman reported a possible drug transaction in front of Hazeltine Avenue residents involving a black Volvo convertible. What? Somebody selling drugs? No way. It happens all the time.
Yeah, really.
You could probably drive 10 feet and see a drug transaction going on here. Tuesday, July the 5th, a Kenzie Avenue resident reported that her neighbor followed her while she was driving her grandchild to daycare. Maybe you wanted to make sure you were okay. Maybe you saw something, like somebody in your back seat, like a horror movie. A Wabash Avenue resident reported a small silver vehicle that has been parked in front of the caller's residence for 2 weeks. Now, you can call if the vehicle hasn't moved, it's supposed to move, but maybe they went on vacation. They flew away to another state or something.
Yeah, that could be. They could be on vacation. They should have notified somebody or moved the car.
A person reported that a man tried to pass a counterfeit $100 bill. Please don't. That sucks.
Yeah, that's kind of stupid. I mean, that counterfeit money.
Unless it's really
I
good.
might make mine in my dryer, but you shouldn't.
Keep that
Oh.
on the down low.
Oh, right. No, I don't. I mean, I don't.
An officer observed a small child throwing flowers in the street on Kenmore Avenue and attempted to go get the flowers off the street. The officer spoke to the parents and the child regarding the child's safety. I'm glad the cop did this. The child should not be running in the road, but maybe he was trying to throw flowers like a parade. Maybe he thought the cars were a parade.
Strange child.
I've seen stranger.
No, true.
Every time I talk to Chris Elliott. A person reported a smaller blue car occupied by 2 males that was driving recklessly on Nassau Avenue. Me and Mick were not hanging out Wednesday, so it was not our car, people.
No, it was not his car. It was not us.
Unless we went back in time. Time machine.
Maybe.
Thursday, July 7th, a Lincoln Boulevard resident reported that he and his roommates were having an argument. He said the roommate is rearranging the order of his stuff in their living room. Are you a messy person? Maybe he wants to clean up. Maybe he wants friends over. Clean up.
Yeah. Oh, just a mess.
A Stillwell Avenue resident reported that someone egged their front door sometime overnight. Where's the bacon, people? You're gonna throw the eggs, at least throw the bacon so they can have a full breakfast. Maybe leave some orange juice.
Right?
What else? Some English muffins?
Ah, some English muffins. Yeah, let's get some
love
English
it.
muffins.
Ooh, that sounds good. A Nassau Avenue resident reported that someone broke his vehicle window sometime overnight. Catch those fuckers.
Yeah, really. That's ridiculous.
A man reported that a woman wearing a flowery type dress and carrying a large gray purse took items from her Delaware Avenue business. Yep, I would definitely call the cops if I saw
Absolutely,
something like that.
yeah, that's ridiculous. They definitely should have reported that. I'm glad they did.
They were Walmart, they were showing up like a video of a guy that the manager caught him, and they told him took all the meat out, and the guy was pulling out racks of lamb. He had like the bottom of his pants tied, and he was pulling out all this meat. It had to be like $500 worth of meat out of this guy's thing. The guy's like, I need to feed my family, and then the manager's like, I gotta feed my family. You're stealing all this from us.
Yeah, that's bad.
Friday, July the 8th, a Warren Avenue resident reported that two women are on the porch using profanity loudly. Wow, we live in Buffalo. People swear all the time. They swear to say hi. This one always say, what's up, fucker?
That's true. Yeah, swearing is just kind of one of those things that it just fucking happens.
It's the day and age.
Yeah.
A Stillwell Avenue resident reported that someone has been pounding on her neighbor's door for 15 minutes. Hey, there are times I have to knock on people's doors, and they could be sleeping. So don't get mad if somebody's pounding. Tell them, hey, they might not be home. Don't call the cops. Goddamn knocks. Mackenzie Avenue resident reported that someone went through her locked vehicle. Loose change was taken. Please, people, lock your door.
Yeah.
Click it. Push it down.
Yeah, we've been over this a bunch of times. These type of calls should not still be in the blotter. It should be no longer my unlocked car. It should be my locked car, somebody smashed a window. Well, that makes a shitty person, but at least you locked your car. So lock your car.
Yep. A Delaware Avenue resident reported that someone is stealing her clothes. Wow, that's a mean person. It's
terrible.
Probably a friend of yours, or it could be your sister.
That's true, yeah.
Hopefully it's not your underwear and bra. That'd be kind of weird.
A little bit.
A man reported that he was supposed to pick up his son, and his son wasn't at his house. Well, I don't know what the cops can do unless there's a dispute with your ex-wife or something, and she took the kid with her.
Or missing persons, but then you have to file that as a missing person.
I think they have to be missing for like 48 hours.
Yeah, 24 to 48 hours, I think.
Unless they're a young kid, then you can do a silver alert or amber alert.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
A Delaware Avenue resident reported that she doesn't want her son's friend at her house, and they could be smoking pot. The funny thing about this happened to me when I was younger, when I first started smoking with my friend Nick Gauthier, and then I forget the kid's name, but I can't remember his name, but he lived in the projects too with Nick, and we were smoking pot, and his mom called the cops on him, saying that he was smoking pot, and the cops show up like, hey, you guys smoking pot? And we're like, no, but I was high as a kite, and he's like, hey, you need to go. I'm like, yep, I'm going. I'm going. Saturday, July 9th, Coven Boulevard, resident reported a loud pet bird outside. Are you sure it was a pet? There are a lot of birds out here that make noises left and right. I have one outside my work and tries to attack my district manager. It's either called a deer kill or a kill deer, and this thing's awesome. I throw bread and it squeaks at me, but it almost attacked my district manager, which I thought was awesome. Tremont Avenue resident reported a two youths climbing through a window of a residence. Well, maybe they locked themselves out and they have to get in.
Yeah.
But it's a good cause to call the cops, though, because it could be breaking in.
Yeah, that happened to me when I was younger. When I was staying with my mom for a little while.
Like, try to rob your mom?
No, I forgot my keys, so I knew that the back bedroom upstairs, that window was unlocked. So I climbed over the fence in the backyard and got up on the back part of the roof, with, like propping a ladder up against the house, and then climbed in the back window. Went in, unlocked the doors, and walked in. Put the ladder away. She never knew that I forgot my key.
Well, no cops showed up?
But no, the neighbors next door, they saw me going in the window, and I walked back outside and just told
All
them.
they did was like, hey, Vic, how's it going?
Yeah, pretty much. Just,
we don't care if you're robbing your mom. We don't like her either. A man reported finding a bag full of brand new hats on Sunday, July the 10th. Lucky for you. I wish I found hats. Oh, wait a minute. I found 1 million comic books in a unit.
Yeah,
That's
really.
how lucky I am.
Yeah. Look at all these things. Oh my goodness. Comics everywhere.
A Hamilton Boulevard resident reported that her debit card was stolen by her friend who was getting her mail while she was on vacation. That is not a friend.
No. No. That's a terrible friend.
Prosecute that person to the fullest. A Shepherd Avenue resident reported that his neighbor is burning plastic in a fire in the backyard. Mick, what did I tell you? No more burning stuff. Didn't you get the cops called on you enough when that happened?
Just once, but the cop walked back and was like, "Oh, that's your fire? Okay, just keep it under control. Have a good night." The thing is, it depends on how bad it is. If they're burning garbage or they're burning something that is putting toxic fumes in the air, that's different than burning some scrap wood from a tree or some branches or some papers. It's a completely different situation when you're burning things that are toxic for the air.
So this is the police blotter, Monday, July the 4th to Sunday, July the 10th. Next Wednesday will be the next police blotter. It's been a good time.
Yeah, it's been a good time.
If anybody has any questions, you can always leave comments, add more police blotter. If you ever see something funny you want to tell us about a police blotter that you've seen in another place or another city, let us know.
Anywhere in the country, anywhere in the world, really. I mean, just let us know what's going on.
But if you like this video, hit your thumbs up, subscribe to my channel. Tales from the Western York. This is Joe Brown signing off.
And McFlo, peace outy, motherfuckers.